what can you say about the young Brazilian people who are accompanying the group, following the group?
About the Brazilian people that are following us or that are accompanying our group, I can say that I've rarely met a group of people so joyful and so ready to be engaged with our mission. They're so faithful, they're so brave. When we go do the house visits, I love how they just walk up to people's houses and ask them how they're doing and ask them to pray. It's incredible to see.
What are the most important things we need to know if we want to be a missionary? One advice that you think?
I think if you want to be a missionary, you have to know Jesus. I think that's the most important thing. Jesus walked around Judea, he walked around Israel, and he was a missionary, but he was a missionary only because he knew himself, he knew God, he knew what the most important things were, that he was there for salvation. And so if we know those things, if we're passionate about knowing God and we know him, then we can act like him in the world, which means we can be a missionary.
What have you learned in this trip to Brazil?
Oh, in this trip to Brazil, I've learned a lot. I've learned that God is with me. Sometimes I don't feel worthy of being a missionary. Sometimes I don't think that I can do it. Sometimes I'm tempted to think that God's not with me. But I know in this trip to Brazil, I can feel his presence, and I know that no matter where I am in the world, God is here.
How God have talked to you these last days?
Oh, God has talked to me, I think, in showing me more and more that he loves me, and that again, no matter where I find myself in the world, no matter who I'm with, that God is present and he's guiding us, and he wants everybody to be with him. And he wants me to be a part of that. So he's been showing me that I can be a missionary, and that I'm worth the grace that he's pouring into me.
Is there anything you would like to say to our people?
Anything that I would like to say, something that I would like to say to your people are to keep the faith, stay close to Jesus. It can be really tempting to fall away, think about material things, think about maybe what other people are doing in the world, the culture, society, politics, but stay close to Jesus, and that's the most important thing. And I think that's a message not just for Brazilians, but for everyone, for Americans too.
And why did you decide to be a missionary?
I decided to be a missionary because I felt the love of God in prayer one day so powerfully that I asked the Lord, why am I feeling this and not other people? And the Lord showed me that I was the one who, that he was choosing me to be a missionary, to show people the love that he had for me. And so I want to show that to other people, and that's why I'm a missionary.